In this video, we're going to be making a dark beat. And for this one, I switched it up. I actually used Excel, which is a plugin I haven't used in a long time. So let's get right into it. So I've been kind of messing around with Excel since I haven't used it in a while. And I like this preset called Ancient Idols. So I'm going to just lay down something that I've just kind of been messing around with. So it's just B flat and then the G. See, we'll extend this. And I think I was playing it up an octave. Yeah. So I kind of like how it's just kind of like mellow. And I want to export this out and mess with it. So it has a little delay right here in the beginning. So I'm just going to cut this up. And we'll bring this back. And then just time stretch this right here. And that way you don't kind of get that weird clicking noise. So you see how... So we do still have a little bit of a clicking, so you can just go into the sample right here and then just go to just do generic. And what I like to do is kind of just bring this back a little bit to where the peaking point is right at the end right there. I'll kind of get rid of that clicking noise that you get. So you see how it sounds a lot more smooth playing along with the sample. So yeah, that's an easy way to kind of get rid of that clicking noise. And then just copy this over. And when you copy it over, make sure that the end is also a little far back, because you might mess up the timing of it. And when you duplicate it all the way off onto the end of the track, it messes up the timing of everything else. I'm sure you guys have dealt with that. So just make sure when you duplicate it, you select the whole 4-bar or 8-bar that you have. And so I'm going to grab this, I'm going to pitch it down. We'll try 300, so 3 semitones down. We'll do one more. And I don't like manually looking for the key of the track, so I just have a plugin. It's called Mix in Key. And the reason I use Mix in Key is because sometimes when you use a plugin like Excel or Arcade, sometimes they have a key where you can leave it at, and I don't know if that one had one. I didn't even see, so I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, I played, it was G, so 4 semitones down is E flat. So for this beat, I want like the melody to be more atmospheric, so we're gonna go into the pad section and just see if we can find something that will match this. Alright, so I like this pad right here. It's called Moonlight, and it has like a little distortion feel to it. I kind of like that, so I'm going to lay down a simple pattern. So I like to adjust these, but I don't like to quantize it because I like to still keep that real feel to it. So I just make minor adjustments. And right now these sounds are clashing, so I'm going to go back to that main one. And so you can see this one's filling up pretty much the whole mid-range right here. So I don't want all that to clash with the other sound. So one thing we'll do is turn it down because it is a little loud right now. I think that's a pretty good level right there. And then so we'll go back to this one. And it's filling up pretty much most of that high range, but I think the clashing is coming all from this middle part right here. So we're going to bring all this down right here. We'll cut out all the low end too. We'll bring this back a little bit so it doesn't sound too too empty. And we'll kind of bring this down a bit. Yeah, so that's a little better. And also I want this to be a little more in the background, so I'm gonna go add some reverb to it. We'll add chorus. I love chorus as like a free plugin. I think it's one of the best free plugins you can utilize for your melodies. Really makes it have that much more depth to it. Yeah, I like that right there. And then we'll just make sure this is cutting out the low end in case any of those effects brought some of it back in. And right now it's sitting at a pretty good level. I want it in the background, so right there is pretty good. I'll probably bring it down just one bit. Alright, so we're gonna add one more sound to add a little more variation to it without doing too much to it. I want to add, go to the brass. I like that one. It adds just a little more depth to the whole melody because it's kind of missing a bit more of that low end. So we'll kind of just mess around with this. Alright, so we'll keep this right now. I might switch it up later, I'm not sure, but yeah, I kind of want to keep it real simple. Alright, we'll leave it like that. With these dark beats, the less the better. So we're going to move on to the drums. So for the drums, we're going to be using my Control drum kit. So make sure you check that out, link in the description. We'll start off with the sub bass. Go with this one. Bring in some of these mids. Alright, so I think we'll start off with the kick. This heavy one. Yeah, I think we'll leave it real simple like this. A lot of times with the kick, I try not to do too much because you kind of you leave more room for the artist. So that's the way I see it. Alright, we'll add a snare. I kind of like this clean one. Don't want to go too heavy with it since everything else is kind of already heavy. Throw a perk in there. Yeah, we'll leave it real simple. Kind of like this one right here. like that right there. Just an odd bounce to it. So we'll leave it like that, and I'll just bring it down a bit. I'll sit a bit more in the background. Alright, I cut out the main vocal effect to kind of focus on the 808. I think we'll just go with the regular spins. I think we'll add a little roll right here. Yeah, it's tough. So for this one, kind of just want to add a little effect on it, just have fun with it, since I haven't really experimented like that. I'm gonna go add halftime on this. And we'll bring it up to that root note. Slow it down. And then we're kind of just gonna hide this in the background. Have it sit way back in the back where like you can barely even hear it. We'll bring it around like 30. Yeah, you can't even hear it, but it's just something that you feel in the background. Alright, quick little cook up. If you guys like this video and you guys want to see more of these dark style beats, let me know in the comments below. And also, if you guys like the drum sounds I use in this video, they're all from my Control drum kit, so make sure you check that out in the link below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.